Mayor Greenberg's Safe Louisville plan is showing results. Electric vehicles are big business for one local company, and a new professional sports team will be in town come next spring. All that and more is coming up on Louisville This Week. I'm your host, John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships. Mayor Greenberg, with Office of Violence Prevention Staff and Community Partners, released a report showing the impact of programs over the last 3 years.
And across Metro government, we're working incredibly hard every day to improve public safety, to make Louisville safer, and to save lives. That's been my number one priority as mayor. That's my team's number one priority all across Louisville Metro government. And thanks to our focus and hard work, we're seeing results. Shootings and homicides are down by around 25% this year. Carjackings, aggravated assaults, and robberies are all down too. Community collaborations are up, where we have our friends here from the Office of Violence Prevention working with the community, LMPD interacting with the community like never before. We are on the right track, friends.
We are meeting people where they're at in specific locations. And as you can see, in the 4 areas that we currently have the Pivot to Peace intervention model, we are seeing a reduction in gun violence and homicides and shootings by 62%. That is more than 2 times that of the average of Louisville overall.
And the city's meal delivery to homebound seniors, a program at risk due to federal funding cuts, will be locally funded until the end of 2025.
Our city is going to step up to meet the moment, which is why I'm incredibly happy to announce today that we've identified local city funds to cover the cost of these senior nutrition programs through the rest of this year. These 900 seniors in Louisville will not go hungry while we work to find a long-term solution to this federal government cut. This is more than just about one program. This is about protecting the well-being of our people. And it's about showing our citizens that Louisville still works, even when the federal government doesn't.
Louisville's getting a new United Football League team that'll be called the Louisville Kings. Come next spring, they'll be playing their games from Lynn Family Stadium.
Let's go, Louisville Kings!
Football is king, pro, college, and everybody else. So I've watched people for 40 years try to make this spring football league happen for people that are my age or older. Why is this going to work? I think this is going to work because the timing is right. We have a great team. We're not only looking at the right markets, we're also looking at the right venue.
The game of football is extremely important to this market where on most weeks of the fall, our college stadiums are packed around the state. And then on top of that, we have year in and year out been one of the top markets, if not the top market for viewership.
This says a lot about our city. Mike and Russ and their team at UFL considered dozens of new cities, and they chose Louisville. And I believe they chose Louisville because what all of us that live in Louisville know. Louisville is an amazing sports city. We're the birthplace of Muhammad Ali. We're the home of the Kentucky Derby, 152 years this year. We're the home of the Louisville Slugger and the Bats. Of course, we're the home of so many amazing championship collegiate teams. We've got Lou City and racing. We welcome the world for wonderful sporting events every year. And now to have the Louisville Kings and the UFL in our city is really, really wonderful.
A Louisville-based startup is charging ahead with its plan to power the growing electrical vehicle market.
With the cable being so big, it's hard for some people to actually pull the cable. So with it being retractable, they don't have to actually manhandle it, put it back in the hole. So it helps them out.
The MEVPAC is the Mobile Electric Vehicle Power Access Container. It's a name and an acronym. It charges vehicles at level 3, 80 kilowatt.
We can put it anywhere we want to.
It's portable, and when the grid's out, it'll accept any equivalent power source. EV charging is critical infrastructure, just like water and sewer. So when the grid's down, we need to get the power up.
This is a perfect example of the sort of entrepreneur that we want to support. And support them we have.
Louisville is the home of electric vehicles. We all saw the news of Ford's investment in reinventing the assembly line here in Louisville to manufacture their next generation of EV platform vehicles. And now we're going to continue that innovation right here with MEVPAC, charging those vehicles in any type of EV vehicle as we march into the future, showing the world that Louisville is truly indeed a hub of innovation.
Jefferson County Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Brian Yearwood talked about the future of JCPS at this month's Louisville Forum lunch.
Today we're joined by Dr. Brian Yearwood, who was named Superintendent of Jefferson County Public Schools in May 2025 and began his tenure on July 1st. Dr. Yearwood was born in Trinidad and Tobago to parents who were both educators. And seeking a brighter future, he moved here to the United States at 17 and was recruited to the New Mexico Military Institute on a tennis scholarship, where he ultimately earned an associate's degree before continuing his higher education journey at Texas Tech, where he earned a bachelor's, master's, and then eventually a doctorate's degree.
In the short time I've been here, I've been able to visit classrooms, I've been able to visit with teachers, I've been able to visit with our community and our families, and I call it on my listening tours. I wanted to hear exactly what's going on within the schools and how schools are regarded. I've seen children, as I've visited classrooms and schools, dream big. I've seen teachers pour into the hearts of our students, into the minds of our students, and of course, embracing those families and engaging with those families that truly believe in public education.
You can watch the full Louisville Forum program here on Metro TV each Wednesday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. What can we learn from taking a closer look at our trash? Turns out the answer may surprise you. A waste audit is just one way No Waste Louisville can help businesses learn about their patterns and make some greener choices.
We are at Nativity Academy at St. Boniface. We are a full scholarship Catholic middle school. We were having a lot of waste and trash outside on the sidewalks and outside the entrance area. We want the surrounding campus to reflect what we believe about our kids and what they can do. And so,
is this all there was?
I reached out to Karen, the Waste Management District.
3 carts full. Oh, good.
That conversation blossomed into this waste audit day.
They currently use a garbage dumpster only. I think the reason they don't have carts right now is because they kept getting stolen.
Environmentalism and care for our common creation is integrated in all Catholic schools.
Well, let's just start with these, I guess. All their waste they generated yesterday, they saved for us to go through this morning, and we're going to separate it into all the different commodity types. 9.8 for cardboard. Weigh them separately to be able to give them a report about how much they could divert from the landfill if they recycled.
Karen really presented it to me as something that they would love to come in and do. It's educational, it's informative, it's helpful.
Shall I start a styrofoam here? Hopefully they can start recycling, but we can also talk to them about some of their choices. They do have styrofoam in their cafeteria, apparently, styrofoam cups, so there might be some changes we can recommend. It's actually kind of fun. The food waste is the grossest, yeah, but it's also kind of interesting just to see what you find. Apple juice they didn't drink, or a milk carton that didn't even get opened. So these are some of the things that we'll just touch on in the report.
This is something that they provide. I was so excited.
This is something we do on a regular basis.
So the waste audit is where we're going to start.
And you know the data behind that, then you can maybe change how often your garbage is collected or change the capacity of your dumpster.
And then it's just really a matter of getting the bins and carts delivered and in use around here.
We're just here to kind of help guide, almost like a consultant, give them the best advice that would reduce the most waste.
And here's what to expect on the next episode of Beyond the Bench with host Ben Johnson from Parks and Recreation.
Did you know that October is Bullying Prevention Month? Short, sweet, simple. Let's just be kind. And let's also be clear that it's not just for kids. Adults can be bullies as well. And we're also getting into the Halloween season, you know, Parks and Recs, and we love kids and we love special events. So for those folks who do Halloweens or trunk or treats or whatever, keep in mind the babies. And if you're taking your young people out for any kind of festivity, make sure you put on something bright, add something reflective so we can keep the little people safe.
Carruthers and Ramsey Middle Schools are about 3 miles apart and could be rivals on the ball field. Instead, their softball programs teamed up for something bigger that gave every girl who wanted to play an opportunity.
Nobody on, nobody out.
Orange versus blue. Ramsey versus Carruthers Middle. To spectators, the jerseys mean everything.
I don't feel like the jerseys mean anything. I mean, they mean that what school you go to, but I don't think they mean anything when it comes to the end of the day. We're on the same team.
According to this 7th grader, the students wearing the jersey matters more. So, when Carruthers found out that Ramsey wasn't going to have a team, Carruthers coach Megan Ramirez knew what to do.
If kids wanted to play the sport, we were going to find a place for them.
And Carruthers made good on that promise, bringing in 7 players from Ramsey. But it's not just the Cobras who are helping the Rams.
Majority of the Carruthers teams, we only had, I want to say, 4 7th graders. The remainder of them were all 6th graders and all just very new to the sport.
So Carruthers had the team and Ramsey brought the experience with 5 8th graders.
Having those 8th grade girls to bring that mentor and that leadership to our younger players was fantastic. I paired them up with the 6th graders to just grow in the sport, learn the IQ of the sport, but also just to have that role model.
Role models like Kendall are seeing the benefits too.
Our favorite part was meeting everybody on the team, getting the first practice with everybody and see how they work, and playing our games with them. I feel like the community is really good here, and that everybody's respectful and nice and kind, and there's no hate or drama between anybody, and everybody's just all friends.
It's really cool because then there's a lot of girls that we can look up to, and they have more experiences. I've learned a lot of the ways and the techniques that they've used, and I've learned a lot of communication skills.
There you go.
The team says the best part of this whole experience is helping other girls be able to play the sport they love.
It says a lot about just Louisville as a whole, but JCPS specifically, the school community, everybody did jump on board. Everybody kind of came together. I think it just says a lot about the community to make sure that this did happen and that they were afforded the opportunity to play.
His real name is Richard Harper, but we called him Dookie. He always liked to ride dirt bikes and four-wheelers. Just was a mama's boy, and he loved listening to music. He was standing on his bus stop where he was shot. My child was not in the streets. I'm one of these mothers that can say my child was a good kid. But every day I have to live this life. If you can't go to school, where can you go?
It's the call no one wants to get. We continue our stories with local parents who have lost a child to gun violence. This is Cynthia's story in her own words.
She was so smart and loving. She was the best friend to anybody. She would give her shoes off her feet. She actually did. To a complete stranger. She was a special soul. She lit up the room when she walked in. She lived more life in 20 years than I did in 41. These last 5 years have been really hard without her. She was actually robbed and murdered. So one of her friends, boyfriend, set her up. February 2026 is the scheduled trial date. So hopefully we'll get accountability then, because there'll never be justice for taking somebody. They use TikTok and social media so much, and you don't know who your friend really is that's on that other end and what they're doing or what lifestyle they're living. And you can become a victim of it so easily. One shot can't be undone. One shot. It changes somebody's life forever. Be present, be active in your kid's life. When all they have is the streets to turn to and look to, that's where they go. Know who your kid's on the phone with. Know what social media they're on. Parenting is hard, but it's harder when you've lost a child and you still have to parent those other kids. We can change, we can help these kids. We can give them a community back instead of it failing them. I have a group of women who are around me who show me every day that I can be stronger, that I can keep going on. If it wasn't for the ACE Project and Miss Rose, whoo-wee, I'd still be a hot mess laying in my bed, curled up, not knowing how to even figure out life. Our stories might all be different, but our pain is the same. We will start protecting these babies. We will give them a safe place again to live.
Louisville has 2 new appointed officials to replace Jefferson County Clerk Holtzclaw and Sheriff Aubrey. They were sworn into office this week and will serve through the general election next November.
I'm genuinely honored to take the role of Jefferson County Clerk. I'm excited to strengthen the solid foundation of this vital civic office. I'm committed to maintaining integrity of our elections, which protects our democracy. With unwavering dedication, I will uphold the principles of fairness and security, ensuring that every vote is counted accurately and every citizen's voice is heard in the democratic process. My approach is rooted in transparency and communication, fostering trust and confidence in our electoral system. I'm thrilled, I'm more than thrilled, to really bring modern technology to not only improve our security, but to streamline our services, making it more accessible and efficient for everyone. To all those in this office, I am very fortunate to have the opportunity to lead this team. Together, let's honor the legacy of Clerk Bobby Holtzclaw and strive to create an even stronger, more connected, and inclusive Jefferson County.
Taking this oath, it's not a commitment, it's not a moment for celebration alone. It's a public promise. The office I hold does not belong to me. It belongs to the people. From Shawnee to Jeffersontown, from Okolona to Prospect, from the West End to Highview, and every place in between. My charge is simple and sacred: to uphold the law fairly, to protect rights faithfully, and to serve every resident without fear or favor. The Sheriff's Office has 3 pillars, and I intend to strengthen each of them. First is safety. We will deliver steady, professional court security, inmate transport, community safety, and warrant service. We will support our partners across the local, state, and federal agencies. We will invest in rigorous training for our deputies, in de-escalation and constitutional policing and officer wellness, because the best guardians are well-trained.
At Atherton High School, learning goes outside the classroom. The IB Academies of Louisville program lets students try out different careers and gain hands-on experience.
We explore our futures at Atherton by learning through an international lens.
Today at Atherton, we had 8th grade tours where we showed Highland kids around the school and the different opportunities that they get to explore themselves.
We have engineering, we have health science, we have arts, humanities, choir, world languages, everything that you can imagine, we have it here at Atherton. And it prepares you in a different way. It helps you to be globally and culturally competent as you go out into the real world.
We explore our futures at Atherton by working with news stations to get real-world experience.
We explore our futures at Atherton by bringing music to the community.
We explore our futures at Atherton by getting hands-on patient care experience and certifications.
We explore our futures at Atherton by getting hands-on experience with all aspects of media production.
We explore the world at Atherton by our sense of community. There's something for everyone here. We have a variety of different clubs, different sports, different pathways you can all choose from.
We explore our futures at Atherton by working with electricity and circuits.
We explore our futures at Atherton by getting real field experience like going to WDRB and getting a life with the journalists. We explore the world at Atherton by having a strong community environment
So basically we connected each other a lot, whether it's through Spirit Week, football, basketball games, our pathways.
We explore the world at Atherton by experimenting with different opportunities to help us discover who we are as a student and as a person. Like with the Academies of Louisville, we're allowed to try out different careers and learn who we want to be after high school.
The IB program is a international-based program that's around the world. There's 3 schools in Kentucky that offer it, and you learn all of your classes in a globally recognized way. It's like AP classes, but you have to take certain classes and get 4 years of a foreign language to get the full diploma.
You're not just learning a language, you're learning the culture behind that language.
I've always assumed that high school was so serious and so shut down and all that, but from what I've seen from the tour, I've really seen a lot of bright and energetic students. I've seen students that really seem to be happy going to this school. There's countless amounts of opportunities here.
My experience here has definitely prepared me to go on to the world. I'll speak primarily just from the perspective of the health science pathway. They have so many internships from Galen School of Nursing, Norton, Baptist. They have so many opportunities to internship and have jobs lined up after high school.
Being in high school and being at Atherton, if you feel like you can do something, you can do it. And here you can take opportunities to get you to any place that you can.
At Atherton, we explore our futures in the world.
If you're looking for something to do this week, here are a few events happening in our community. Here's the latest on what Mayor Greenberg has been doing in this week's Mayor's Minute.
What a week. We just announced that the UFL is coming to Louisville this spring with the Louisville Kings that are going to be playing here in Louisville this season. I started this week finding city funds to keep meals on the table for 900 seniors in Louisville by saving Meals on Wheels delivery that were halted due to federal spending cuts. We also provided an update on the public safety progress we've made thanks to the hard work of our team at the Office of Violence Prevention. We have much more work to do, but we're on the right track and will keep working hard every day. We also responded to flash flooding in the area and rescued dozens of drivers across the city. Shout out to our amazing first responders and emergency personnel. Following the passing of 2 respected, longtime leaders, Jefferson County Sheriff John Aubrey and County Clerk Bobby Hosquab, we swore in 2 dedicated public servants to fill out the remainder of their terms. Former Deputy Mayor David James is now Sheriff David James, and former State Senator David Yates is now County Clerk David Yates. We wish them best of luck and look forward to our partnerships. We also recognize some great Louisvillians at the 2025 WOKY Bell Awards, including Lonnie Ali, who Rachel and I presented the Mayor's Spirit of Louisville Award to. I'll be adding to my collection and running in the Southwest 5K tomorrow morning. Hope to see you there, and have a great weekend.
You're never at a loss for something to do in Louisville. Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism has suggestions on what you might enjoy this week.
Hi, Hi, I'm Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism. I'd like to share with you a few things happening around Louisville this week. The Louisville Ballet presents Dracula on October 10th and October 11th. The Louisville Ballet's rendition of Bram Stoker's Gothic masterpiece is coming alive at the historic Brown Theater with newly designed sets and costumes. Be warned, this show is not for the faint of heart. Learn more about, and maybe even meet, Louisville's most famous cryptid, the Pope-Lick Monster, aka the Goatman. Hear from expert cryptozoologists, shop from vendors, and enjoy live music and movie screenings at the free Goatman Festival, October 10th and 11th. The Garvin Gates Blues Street Festival on October 10th and 11th is set in Old Louisville at Oak Street and Garvin Place and features national and local performers along with area food and beverage vendors. If you're looking for a neighborhood fall festival straight out of Gilmore Girls, look no further than the Belknap Fall Festival. Taking place at the historic Douglas Loop, among small businesses and local restaurants, this Free Fest features family fun, local vendors, live music, and over 100 artists on October 10th and 11th. The Kentucky International Convention Center in downtown Louisville will host the annual Louisville Book Festival on October 11th, celebrating the love and benefits of reading, writing, and literacy. During the event, attendees can meet over 100 authors, storybook characters, and purchase books. Louisville's Great Chili Cook-Off returns with chili samples on October 12th, with over 50 competing teams hoping to take home the Chili Champ title during this annual foodie fundraising event in the heart of New Lou. Plus, you can shop from local vendors and businesses and enjoy live music. Find out more details about these events and others at gotolouisville.com. Just click on the calendar of events.
October is National Pizza Month, so we asked folks their favorite pizza place and toppings.
I'm a new resident to Butchertown, so I'd say that Pizza Lupo is probably my favorite spot in town.
My favorite pizza spot is probably the Post or Parlor. And I'm a pretty traditional guy. I like pepperoni and mushrooms. That's about it on my pizza.
Basically anything with meat, pepperoni, mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, anything but sardines. No sardines for me.
Mine's mixed vegetables.
My favorite is sausage.
And my favorite pizza place in town is Derby City Pizza.
Back in Louisville, I love the Cole's Pizza. I've also tried Bricks. That's good too. My favorite topping would be any vegetarian toppings, especially black olives and jalapenos.
My favorite pizza place in Louisville is Cole's as well. And my favorite topping, I like to keep it simple. I love basil.
And I would say my favorite pizza topping would probably be buffalo chicken. And recently I was at the Kentucky State Fair and they had pickle topping pizza. And it was absolutely phenomenal. So if more places had pickle pizza, I'd probably get it locally.
Copper wire theft is robbing us of our safety. Thieves are targeting our essential infrastructure, darkening roadways, disrupting emergency services, shutting down internet networks, and causing over $1 million in damages just last year. Copper wire theft is illegal. Mayor Craig Greenberg's Copper Wire Theft Task Force is getting results, but your help is needed. If you see something suspicious, call Crime Stoppers at 502-582-CLUE. You could get a $5,000 reward.
Metro Animal Services has dogs, kittens, cats, and puppies all looking for a foster or forever home. Thanks for watching Louisville This Week. You can share Metro TV with your family and friends by following on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, or by downloading the Metro TV app on Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV. We'll see you next time.